The world may be ending, but at least we won't have to argue about climate change anymore.
So apparently the world risks falling into a climate doom loop.
Doom loop!
Doom loop. Isn't that a Scottish village? Doom loop. Anyway, but yeah, researchers from the Institute for Public Policy Research, this is about climate change, and Chatham House said that the focus had shifted from the sort of how to deal with climate change, so how to reduce carbon emissions to keep the temperature rise under 1.5 degrees, and now we're just focusing on the sort of short-term issues, the sort of mass migration that it causes, the spikes in food prices and food shortages. You know, Africa, for example, is already losing up to 15% of its GDP a year due to global warming. I don't know how they know this. I mean, how can you say what Africa would have...
They're cleverer than you, mate.
I doubt they are. They still... I mean, they use the phrase doom loop. So
That's a great phrase! I think doom loop.
I'll tell you, with climate change itself isn't the problem. The problem is government saying, oh, you need to give us all this power. You need to give us all this money and power to deal with it. No, insanely powerful government is always more dangerous for people's lives than, you know, it going a couple of... In the summer, it goes up like 20 degrees. We survived that.
The point is that there are parts of the world now that are massively suffering with this climate change, where they're having droughts, whether they're having storms, whatever. You know, they're seeing excess of these things than they've ever had before.
There's parts of the world where you can now undo the buttons in your duffel coat because of climate change, so swings and roundabouts.
OK, well, not for those people necessarily who live there. But, Cressida, the analogy that I was thinking of, that it seems like they're saying that the resources, like they're out at sea, the resources to stay afloat it would be otherwise used to get them to land. And the reason why I say that analogy is because I thought it was quite clever. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I looked at some numbers, and they're not planning to get rid of coal-fired power stations in India until 2030, and they're still building more. So it's like if they are putting out fires here, the bigger picture, the bigger stuff's still going on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So panic, it's a doom loop.
And so much of the stuff that the governments and climate activists will say we need to do, like carbon capture. There's that report recently about Vera, one of the world's biggest carbon capture companies and carbon offsetting companies, and apparently 96% of it was just wasted. It's all it's a scam just designed to steal money from your pocket.
Climate change is real.
Yeah, but we're better off...
The way that we're dealing with it, there are obviously...
We're better off just accepting that it's happening and, you know, buy some sunglasses.
In the meantime,
get a T-shirt.
We've now got doom loop to add to the mix.
We don't have doom loop.
I like doom loop.
This is the Sunday Mirror. And if they really cared, they wouldn't have printed it in a paper, which uses valuable resources and energy.
Oh, people don't buy it.